let's talk about what's happening when someone has an anterior pelvic tilt. That is when the pelvis is tipping more forward. So I'll show you, it's really obvious in my body. So here is neutral, which I don't take to very easily. And here is anterior. You can see my pelvis is tipping forward, big sway in the back, crunchy lower back. What's happening with that? So as I mentioned, the pelvis is tipping forward to the top of my pelvis, to the muscles at the lower ribs, the quadratus lumborum, the QL. They're getting tight. They're getting really kind of crunched. And we also have this muscle, the psoas, one of my favorite. It starts here at T12, right along the back. It heads down along the spine and then forward and wraps to the front of the hip, right here at the lesser trochanter. So it comes into the pelvis, meets up with its friend, the iliacus, and comes to the top of your femur bone. Now, when I'm in this big anterior pelvic tilt, this muscle is getting very, very tight. It's pulling the ribs forward. So let's look at a few ways to get into the psoas muscle so we can release it a bit and maybe find a little strength, as well as releasing the lower back, which is in a crunchy, tight space. So we're gonna drop down to the floor and let's take a look at some poses. So we're gonna talk about 360 breathing. I know it feels like it shows up in almost every video because it is so useful. We talked about in the past how it can help with your side and back ribs, helps with the pelvic floor, helps with your abdominal muscles, but it also can help with your psoas and your nervous system. So let's do a quick review. So remember, your 360 degrees is why I call it 360 breathing, and that's your diaphragm, or another word is diaphragmatic breathing. So we can just simply bring your hands, or if you happen to have a TheraBand or a strap, you can grab that, wrap it around your side and back ribs. We won't spend a huge amount of time here since we've covered this in other videos, but I'm letting my shoulders drop and I'm just breathing into my side and back ribs, really trying to feel that expansion. So this is one of my favorite for the psoas and for the nervous system. They're really quite related, the psoas and the nervous system. Okay, now another pose that we can do for the QL, I'm going to kind of jump a little bit around depending on how I'm sitting, is side stretching. So in your body, go ahead and feel your lower back ribs and then feel the top of your pelvis. You have this thick muscle, quadratus lumborum, and in many people it is short and tight. Sometimes we're big tail tuckers and then we're overstretching it, but for a lot of people, and we're talking specifically about anterior pelvic tilting, when we're in that anterior tip with the pelvis rocking forward, those muscles are living in a short state. So a few things you can do to help release that tension: side stretching and working on pelvic mobility. So let's just do a gentle side stretch here, and then we're going to do it on all fours. So reach your arm out, ground your hip down, and then sweep your opposite arm out. And I love to work through this in a bit of a twist. So I'm going to inhale into a cactus arm. Then as I exhale and twist, I'm thinking of taking my back ribs around forward. So I'm taking this through a gentle twist and a side bend. Oh, it feels so good in my lower back. I hope you're feeling the same thing. Good. And then nothing special, just going to go up and over the other side. Now as I do that, I'm really trying to drop this hip down. And notice your top arm is a little bit soft. Can you find intention in your reach? Good. So extend all the way through the side body. And then as you inhale, draw your elbow back. And as you exhale, wrap the back ribs forward. Yeah, really hitting that lower back. Good. One more breath here. Good. Now let's shift ourselves onto all fours. Now, if the lower back is in that tight state, you might feel really great just dropping into the back. That's your natural state. For your cow spine, instead of dropping into the back, just think a little bit more neutral and think about your sacrum. It might be hard to find pelvic mobility if you're often in that tight state. So let's just start by imagining you have a feather at your tailbone. And I'm just going to take a little lift where it naturally is. And then as you exhale, turn that feather down towards the floor. And I'm really trying to isolate this just to my pelvis. Tailbone slightly up, feather up, and then tailbone towards the floor. And I know it doesn't look like a lot because it's really subtle, but you can also bring your hand to your lower back and feel that movement. You can probably maybe see it with my hand here. I'm in a little bit of a lift the tail now. I'm very actively dropping the tail down, just starting to wake up. It's like a tuck, untuck situation. And then you can come into what I call rocking cat. So I'll tuck my toes. Now I'm not dropping the belly. I'm going to inhale, open the chest. And then as I exhale, press the hands to the floor, really drop that tail, and then pull your hips halfway back. And then take this a few more times on your own, really finding some opening, tail heavy, sit bones heavy. We can also get into that side stretch. So I'm going to take my right hip to my shoulder and then left hip to the shoulder. So now I'm starting to open up the side waist. Also, experiment with some body circles, really getting into the nooks and crannies of your lower back, and then you can circle the other way. So these are just a few tools to address the lower back in our anterior pelvic tilt. In other videos, I talk a lot about glute and hip and hamstring strengthening, also very important to help remedy that anterior pelvic tilt. But today I want to focus on some of the tension areas. So let's also look at one more pose for the psoas. So I'm going to grab 2 blocks, and I recommend that if you have sensitive knees, you grab a blanket. So step 1 foot forward, and then have your blocks next to you. Now bring your hands onto your pelvis, because you might be, if you're in that anterior pelvic tilt family, you might be sticking your bum out, kind of like a big bustle. Good. So in that case, see if you can find that idea of the tailbone dropping, just like we did on all fours. That tailbone was nice and heavy with the idea of the feather of your tailbone going down. And then you can find your hip points and notice, are they even? Are they over tucked back? Are they spilling forward? So now I have a nice neutral pelvis. If anything, maybe a hair of the tail under. Go ahead, now think of squeezing your legs towards one another like you have a block. And then we're going to magnetize, bring your hips a little forward, magnetize your front heel pulling back and your back knee pulling forward. So back to center. And just that energy of pulling my back knee forward as I drag my front heel back starts to open up the hips. Now we're going to get a little bit of a 2-for-1 here. We're going to sweep the arms up and then either take your forearm to the thigh or hand to your block. So I'm getting a side stretch for my QL, but I'm also getting a side stretch for my psoas. Remember, the psoas runs up the side of the spine. Good, so a little 2-for-1, QL and psoas. Good, and then come back to center. We'll just switch to do the other side. Let's check in with your pelvis again. Are you spilling the pelvis forward? Balance the pelvis. If anything, you might need to think hip points a little bit more up, outer hips compact in, hips come a hair forward, and I'm actively magnetizing my front heel and back knee. Draw them together. Sweep your arms up, so find that length, lift out of the lower back, and then forearm to thigh or hand to block, and take a gentle side stretch. Imagine that you have a hand right here at your side ribs that you're breathing into. Good, and then bring yourself up. And let your knees come together. If you have a block, you can release down. A little virasana, snuck a little internal rotation into that. And so those are some poses to address tension in your lower back and tension in the psoas from that anterior pelvic tilt. Enjoy.